Welcome to humanKIND. I'm your host, Star Jeries. Every week, we highlight kind humans positively impacting their local communities through volunteerism, education, technology, and development.
Who's this?
This week, we're in Marana, Arizona, visiting Mary, co-founder of Ironwood Pig Sanctuary. With over 550 pigs in their care, Ironwood Pig Sanctuary provides a permanent home in a safe, nurturing environment for abandoned, abused, neglected, or unwanted potbelly pigs from both the Phoenix and Tucson areas. Let's check it out. How are you centered? I should move over.
Perfect.
Okay. Am I too close to you?
No.
Hi everyone, this is Star Jeries from humanKIND, and am I in Maryland? How do I say that?
Marana.
Okay.
Marana.
I'm in Marana. We are in Marana, Arizona. Perfect, in Ironwood Pig Sanctuary. Hi everyone, this is Star Jeries, and this week we are in Marana, Arizona at Ironwood Pig Sanctuary. I'm here with Mary, one of the co-founders, with her wonderful husband Ben, and we're checking out her amazing sanctuary. They have a ton of land and do so much for these beautiful animals. Thank you so much for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you. Well, just to get started, I always like to ask about your story, how you got started working with animals, and then how it progressed into the sanctuary.
Well, I started out in an animal rights organization and here in Tucson, and after so many years of that, I became so discouraged. I was angry all the time. There were so many issues that are bad for animals. So I wanted to do something where I felt I could make a difference so that I could feel better, I guess. We've been here 17 years, coming up in just a month. And we've had as many as nearly 600. Now we're down to about 540 to 550. We were down further, but this year has been a pretty busy year with pigs. That is primarily due to all the breeding that is now going on for the fraudulent breeders that say they're micro mini pigs, and people get them and then give them up quickly. My husband and I are both retired, and we don't take any salary from the sanctuary. We're volunteers. And but most of our people that are here are employees. We have about 25 employees.
Okay, that's incredible. We just walked around this space, and to think of this big space and to hear 25 employees, if that doesn't sound mean to you, it really is.
Yeah.
And they work so hard. They do watering and feeding and protecting them.
Hey, and some of them are part-time, and some of them are obviously office and accountants and those kind, people that process all of our donations. So they don't all work here at the sanctuary. We have an average of 6 to 9 people on a day to help with the feeding and all the transporting and all that, and then another 4 to 5 waters that help with the watering. Overall, it takes the waters about 5 to 6 hours a day to finish the watering, and the feeders, they start at 7, they usually finish about 10 or 10:30. So that's anywhere from 6 to 8 people. So it takes a long time to feed and water all these animals.
Wow. And the amount of space you're using is nothing compared to what you have, so there's room to grow. How much space are you using?
We're using 27 acres. The sanctuary is on 27 acres, but we have 120 acres. But expanding is very difficult. It's very expensive. We have to put up 6-foot chain link fence. We're out in the desert. We have to protect animals from predators, of course, the coyotes and bobcats, and even mountain lions have been spotted out here, although we've never had a problem with any of them here. But we have to be sure we're secured, and we don't have much water. Most of our water is hauled. We have wells. We've drilled 4 wells, and none of them have been sufficient. So the one we have now produces about 2,000 gallons a day, but that doesn't come anywhere near taking care of 540 pigs.
They're so happy rolling around in their little ponds. Speaking of the expenses of running this amazing place, how do people support you? Of course, monetary donations, sponsorships.
Yes, our newsletter, it goes out bi-monthly, and then we have an update that one of our employees does, Donna, and that gives usually a story of one special pig. Our newsletter is our lifeblood. People donate to the newsletter and the sponsorship. program. Those are the two big fundings that we get. And we also have a wish list, and people mail us all manner of things that we need. One thing that we always need are blankets. We're going to be pulling all these blankets in beginning now for the winter, but they rip them up, they get really dirty, and we have literally thousands of blankets out in all those shelters in the sanctuary. So we're always looking for blankets, but there's a wish list online that has all kinds of things that we need. Animal crackers, peanut butter. We make about 500 sandwiches a day for pigs because we have many, many old pigs here, and many of them are arthritic. Almost 100% of pigs will become arthritic. So we give them a lot of things for the arthritis, and then all of our neutered males we try to acidify their urine because they're prone to developing urinary stones. So we have a lot of meds being made every day. So we have one person that does that as well.
Wow. So the sponsorship would be like, I can sponsor Flower.
Yes.
The pig, or whoever I have a connection with.
Yes, that's right. And she has a open, centerfold of all pigs that have come in and that now need sponsors. And then she will take pictures and send a letter and their history. If you go to our website, every newsletter is on the website.
Ironwoodpigs.org.
Yeah.
Be sure to check it out. It's a really cute newsletter. Frank's the cover boy this month, right?
Yeah, he's the cover boy this month, and it's our 17-year anniversary, so a lot of the older pigs are being featured. He was cover boy back in 2006, so he's like 17.
He's adorable. His little snout. It's all dirty. It's so cute. Food and hay. They use their noses quite a bit. Right?
They use their noses.
Saw them pushing and
They
swelling.
love to root. That's what pigs do. They have a strong rubbery nose, and that gives them so much joy as getting into wallows and rooting the dirt and rooting the wallows, and that is what they love to do. And it's so cruel to put those horrible snout things on their nose. It's just incredible that people do that, because that's their way of relating, of knowing each other, of it's their behavior to root. The flip side of that is they root people's yards up. If you have a landscape yard, you shouldn't have it.
Well, that's a good lesson. That's
Yes.
some education for you.
Yes.
If you're looking into getting a pig and you're into your landscape, maybe not.
Pigs are wonderful animals, and they're great in the proper homes. Some people have them and they say they've never had a better companion animal in life. But there's a lot of caveats to those, and so I don't want this to be a fluff thing. There's very few veterinarians that will treat them, and they're very expensive because they are exotic animals. They do root. They frequently become aggressive, particularly if there's only one pig. We do not adopt one pig to anybody. They have to take two because they like to fuss around and they'll fuss with the other animal. But if that animal's not there, they're going to fuss with you, and that often means they're going to throw their head at you, they're going to bite at you. They get quite dominant. They're dominant animals. So don't ever adopt a pig without doing your homework, talking to a sanctuary. Don't talk to a breeder. They'll tell you they're like dogs. They're nothing like dogs.
Well, this is why we like to meet people like you who we can trust. And I know that you adopt out to people who have appropriate conditions for the pigs, so they can contact you and say, hey, I'm interested, and then really talk through the process with you to know if what they're expecting is really
That's right.
reality.
That's right.
Well, that's good.
And we do yard checks, and there are places in Arizona we will not adopt to.
It makes me feel so good to talk to you about this, just knowing how much you care for each and every one of them. It was obvious walking around with you, but talking with you about how much you care and how much you check to make sure that they're going into a good home, that's just really, it makes me really happy. Right? I'm getting emotional. You're doing such good things. So, I can just tell you have such a big heart.
Thank you.
That's cool.
I'm getting emotional too.
Sorry, I'll hug you.
I'm over here crying too.
Yeah.
I'm an operator.
Yeah, no, it's just good because some of their stories are so tragic. Being taken from a breeder, being put into a home that thinks you're going to be something, and then you get moved around, and it's probably confusing, and
Yes,
then they
it
end
is.
up in this
And they do
beautiful
get
place.
very bonded. They do get very bonded.
To the people.
Mhm.
Oh, I believe it.
so it's difficult. Some of them come in quite depressed.
Oh gosh. Well, at least they have each other, and you all to take care of them and to make sure that they're sustained. And your husband was speaking to enrichment. There's a lot of things that I saw that you do.
We get these little balls that they can push around all over the young ones, and a little bit of grain will drop out, and then they get it and they push it. They usually end up in wallows or something, but they have fun for a while.
Yeah, and they're thinking. So for people who want to get involved and volunteer, how would they go about that?
Emailing is the best way, and
Okay.
it's Ironwood Pigs. That's plural for pigs. ironwoodpigs@yahoo.com. We have an office manager. She'll send that on to us, and we can contact the people, or she can make arrangements for us. But we welcome volunteers. We do tours, but we don't start again until September. It's simply too hot.
And then just to speak to the breeding and taking care of them and getting them kind of out of that situation, a true sanctuary, as you are,
Yeah.
no breeding.
No breeding. No, absolutely no breeding. We've been here 17 years. We have never had an accidental birth on this property. We have had births on this property because we get pigs in that are obviously pregnant and have delivered here. But we neuter all of our pigs. We spay all the females that we can. Sometimes we can't because they're way overweight, but virtually they're all spayed in time. And we do not believe in breeding for any reason. No good breeders, no bad no breeding, because we simply have too many animals and not enough homes.
Well, we had a fantastic time, and the cool thing about it, they are exotic, but some of them are friendly, and the ones that are not, of course, we respect that. But they'll walk right up to you, and you can pet them. They're so sweet. So, yeah, definitely come out for a visit. We had a fantastic time. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
For everything you do and for having us. I hope you know how special this place is.
It is special, I do know, and everybody that comes here tells us that too. So,
They're swarming.
yeah, they're swarming because he's coming in with cookies.
What's a cookie? Animal crackers.
Come on, Latoya. Come on, Latoya. You get them.
Yes, ma'am.
Vocalization that people have no idea.
Hey, what a cutie. Hi. Look at you. Look the way she walks. Yes. I just stuck on my finger. My turn. We have a pig coming in?
Yeah, she's coming from Phoenix. The mom got evicted, so they had to find a home for the pig.
Oh, wow. Well, this seems like a great place. I'd want to grow up here.
Get regular water.
Bye, everybody.
Wagging
It's
their
nice to
tail.
meet you. How cute are they?
Thank you so much for watching Humankind, and thank you to everyone who was involved in the making of this week's episode. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Choose Humankind. We post videos every Monday. Love others, love yourself, and stay kind. See you next week.